Was recovered today. Shravan was inside the Al Falah campus. Actually, it can't even be called a university anymore, right? The university status has been revoked.
Yes.
So let's just call it Al Falah. At Al Falah, today there was a big development. If you can show the videos of the 3 cars that have been a part of this entire plot so far. We don't know how many cars more. Shravan has.
Well, in fact, you know, with every passing day, there is more and more information coming in. In fact, when I spoke to a source of mine earlier today, just to get a confirmation about the number of vehicles, you know, there isn't clarity, but they suspect, because since the plan was to carry out serial bombings in the month of December, it was not limited to just one car. And it seems there are more number of people who are part of this Doctor module. In fact, on your screens right now, the Hyundai i20, Red EcoSport, and the Brezza, the Maruti Brezza, which was basically seized earlier today. Niranjan, if you would like to take it forward.
Yeah, so what we know so far,
how?
One of the angles that we've been able to bring to our viewers is that this particular car was loaded with ammonium nitrate fuel oil triggered by IED. The explosion that you saw, and the intensity of the explosion was such that in a split second, people were killed and body parts flung 300-400 meters away, some of which were even found this morning. That was the intensity of the blast triggered inside this car. In one particular angle of the CCTV, when the car is passing through a toll booth, you can even see material on the rear seat of the car. Now, we don't know what that material was, but safe to assume that their plan was to make car bombs, load car bombs like the Hyundai i20, a Ford EcoSport that went missing yesterday. There was a wild goose chase for it. They found it in Faridabad, close to the Al Falah University. Now, there was an investigation, Shravan, so I'd like to hear from you what was found in that investigation on this red car, because it went on for 24 hours. And we were told that a third car was also owned by these terror doctors as of this minute. And that car was found inside the university campus today, Shravan.
Well, in fact, in terms of what is it that they have found so far? We are being told that explosives that were recovered from 2 houses in Faridabad was not all. There are more explosives that they suspect that was hidden somewhere else. It turns out that some of the explosives, we haven't been told as yet of the amount of explosives that have been recovered from this vehicle that you see. Till about 2 o'clock this morning, this particular car was being examined. Entire area was actually being cordoned off. No one was being allowed to come closer. And interestingly, this vehicle was basically found from a farmhouse. It was parked after the blast actually took place. And the fact of the matter is that the brother-in-law of Omar was actually using this particular vehicle. So just look at it, how it is spreading. The tentacles of this entire Doctor module has a far-reaching impact.
Okay, so here's the story so far. Now, we are told that 3 cars, pictures of which we have, but there could have been many more cars that they plan to acquire, load up with bombs, because the amount of explosives that they had gathered, which we know of, is just 3 tons. They plan to prepare car bombs and take it to different parts of the country and explode it in December, like we've been talking about. December serial blasts were planned. Here's the story of the cars and what we know so far.
These 3 cars on the screen are the essential parts of the larger web of the terror attack on the national capital. Car number 1, white Hyundai i20, that did a zigzag through the capital and then blasted off, with terror doctor Umar Nabi sitting behind the wheel. Car number 2, the red Ford EcoSport, seized by the police near the Khandawali village, said to be owned by the same terror doctor Umar Nabi and used to export the explosives.
इस वक्त हम फरीदाबाद के खंडावली गांव के अंदर मौजूद हैं, जहां पे लाल रंग की इको स्पोर्ट कार को स्पॉट किया गया था। ये गाड़ी डॉक्टर उमर जो आतंकी है उसके नाम रजिस्टर्ड थी। मेरे पीछे की तस्वीर में आप देख सकते हैं, हाँ, लगभग हम यहाँ से 100 मीटर की दूरी पे मौजूद हैं। और ये तस्वीर आप देखिए, रेड कलर की इको स्पोर्ट कार आपको तस्वीरों में देखी जा सकती है। कल शाम के समय इसी गांव के प्लॉट में गाड़ी को स्पॉट किया गया था और अब गाड़ी को पूरी तरह सर्च किया जा रहा है। कल शाम के समय एनएसजी की टीम यहाँ पर पहुँची थी। एनएसजी के अलावा जांच एजेंसी यहाँ पर आई थी, एनआईए की टीम आई थी और गाड़ी को पूरी तरह सर्च किया गया है और सर्च करने के बाद एनएसजी की टीम यहाँ से जा चुकी है।
And car number 3, Maruti Brezza, found today. parked near the Al Falah University and allegedly having been used for recce before the attack. According to the sources, the original plan was to acquire 32 vehicles and carry out a coordinated vehicle-borne IED serial attacks across the city. The script had been prepared, explosives had been acquired, and the cars were to be assigned. With the discovery of Brezza at the Al Falah University today, the number of cars found linked to the Delhi blast has come to 3, encompassing parts of Delhi and Faridabad and raising more questions. How massive was the actual planned attack? And how many vehicles are yet to be found?
So if there were so many cars, ladies and gentlemen, and if one car has created mayhem in the Delhi NCR, whether it's 4 cars or 32 cars, how many cars did they have? Was there a larger module? Were there more terror doctors? Shravan, what do we know? And then we'll take that report. If you can tell us quickly, how